That's actually very funny. I'll see a gorge way ahead though. Maybe it's gonna be the same thing when we go through that. Can you see that? Look at that way up there. Then we have to drive through that cut through. Anyway, I was just gonna show you all those rocks. As soon as I turned the video on, I was out of it, and I'm on this now. But it was all around me, big boulders, that Arizona rock. The desert hasn't changed though. Here, if I get up high enough. Look over there at those mountains. Well, the sky is blue and pretty, isn't it? This road is horrible though. Terrible. Holes everywhere. Well, we got us a little go down the mountain road here. 6% grade next 3 miles. Let's go down it together. This is a scenic tour today. All about driving until we get to Laughlin. I don't even know if I'm still on the GPS. She hadn't talked to me in a while. Let me pull you back up a little bit, zoom you in a little bit. Running about 62 miles an hour, 14.6 miles per gallon. Look at that, gorgeous. Look at that. You don't want to miss these videos, folks. Every video I put up that says driving video or something, believe me, it's going to be completely different. It's amazing. Gotta be one you love. This is what I'm hooked on. This is why I keep driving. I'm afraid I'm going to miss it. It always changes. There's more and more and more. I'll tell you, man, Arizona and New Mexico, two beautiful states. I will say Northern California and the High Sierra area is beautiful as well. But look how green it is too. That's because there's moisture here. They get snow here. That's what we just drove out of. Behind me. Yeah, if I go to Utah, I get up around Moab, Colorado. I've never rode in the Rockies. Can you imagine that? Whew. I have to wait till it warms up a little bit more. '93 North. State Road 93 North. And if I look at the maps here on my truck, next town I come to is called Wickiup, W-I-K-I-E-U-P. Wickiup. Look at this. You start seeing these all the time now when you're in Arizona. Instead of RVs, horse trailers. And there's places in there for you to sleep too, I think. But there's air conditioning, there's all kinds of areas for the hay and feed and grain for your horses. And instead of taking dirt bikes and motorcycles, people out here, they trailer their horses to these places and they get out and they horseback ride like cowboys. Look at the cloud on that mountain from that cloud in the sky. You can see that cloud shadow? Burrow Creek Campground, 1/2 mile. These power lines. Burrow Creek. Starcraft. Carrying that big old thing, that dual axle. I tell you, Arizona could do a little more to their roads like Texas does. There's some of these cactus. Here they are. They just all of a sudden show up. Look at that. That's some kind you can get some water out of. In case you're walking around, stuck out here. Yeah, look at all the greenery as we get higher up. What a beautiful road, beautiful drive. Yep, the good Lord took me today. I've had a good one, folks. This trip here, I've been thinking about traveling and going across the country again for so long, and talking about it with others. Never got motivated. They wanted to do it. What do you think? There's that gorge. Huh? Did you see that? Look at all this. We got a lot of desert in this country, don't we? But anyway, yeah, I used to talk about it, but it just didn't spark the interest of someone else. So I stayed, sacrificed, and did what I did. You know, make them happy. I wasn't unhappy, but I did yearn to do this again. It just wasn't anything that person shared. So my dream came true. I'm out doing it. It's halfway true. I wish I was doing it with somebody else. It wouldn't be that bad having somebody over here in the other seat. I wouldn't have to talk to you guys so much, would I? Whatever. I've mentioned it a few times in videos. Don't get the wrong idea. I'm a very content man. I don't necessarily need anybody. I've even stated this before. Most of my life has been single. Most of my life. And I guess if you hear my side of the story, you get one side. And if you hear their side of the story, you get another. Look at this. Look at this. And everybody's got a story. Everybody's got their side. I'm not a perfect person, I can tell you that. But I can tell you this too. I just haven't been lucky like some men out there that found that special gal that he's now been 30, 40, 50 years with. And I know a bunch of men that are my senior that have a lovely lady. And every time I meet them and talk to them, I can't help from think about that. I notice it. It's like, look at this. They are together all these years. Like, let's take Fred and Rafaela in Sarasota, my dear friends. Rafaela, when she talks, she says stuff like this. My husband, everything is my husband. She doesn't say Fred. I mean, you know, occasionally. But everything is referred about Fred from her is my husband. And he says the same thing. My wife. And they've been together for 50 plus years, I think. And I've heard all their stories. What an amazing life they've had. And it wasn't all easy. And now they're doing pretty good, doing very well. And they have great kids. And she talks to her son every day on the phone. And he likes to tinkle. He got him a new car, a Mazda Miata. He's 84 years old. He bought him a Mazda Miata. He likes to get out and he had a 57 Chevy. Look at that bridge. He gets out there and rides it. Picked it up pretty good price too. He got a good deal on it. Fred and Raphael are great. They want to see me when I get back. She wants to make me an Italian meal. I'm going to let her. Yeah, I miss them. They're about the closest, next to Ted and Jolene, that I have in my life. Good people. But we started talking about this because of, a man and a woman being lucky enough to have somebody in their life that sticks with them, man, through thick and thin. They build a life together. They build their finance together. They have all their travels. They raise their kids together. They've done it all. And unfortunately, what happens in life is we all leave this world, and people that have been together for a lot of years like that, one will go before the other, and sometimes they remarry. I've heard of people in Florida that knew another couple for years. They were both, really up in their years, and one of them would pass, and then the other couples, one of their spouses would pass, and then these two would marry. But they don't want to be alone. They want to be with somebody. I think that's what I've been reflecting on, that I never really concerned myself with, being single most of my life. But I'm 65, and I'm thinking that, I need to settle down and find that right girl. It's really curious, isn't it? Like, how does that happen? How are you supposed to just run into and meet the right girl? What is the right girl? Well, it's different for everybody. I wouldn't want to sit here and describe, like, here's what you got to meet, A, B, and C. But I do have, tastes, desires, and wishes, and actually some things they gotta have. And it's the same way with them. Women aren't going to be with a man that's not the man they want to be with, or their type. So you have to match up. You gotta match up. Burl Creek Crossing. How many times you guys heard that beeper? It's not that I'm not paying attention. It's wind and the trailer, and I'm not paying attention. But that's why I have it on, leave it on, because I don't get any further than that white line, and I'm like, okay, back over here. What a view of the world. Like I was talking about in the previous video. Look, there's nothing out there built by man. I think I see a little town a couple of miles ahead, way out there. You probably can't see it in the video because I'm not zoomed in. But other than that, look at this unspoiled natural beauty. I am hungry. I never had breakfast yet. I did not get a biscuit or anything at McDonald's. I just got coffee. And I want to lose a few pounds, and I'm going to do it. But I found 2 Florida oranges that have been in my refrigerator back there for a few days, just fine. And I peeled them. And I threw the peeling on the floor mat down here on the driver's side. And my aunt, believe it or not, in Tucson, Arizona, back in the day, she would peel an orange and rub it on her skin, on her arms, for like perfume. So, you know how good an orange smells when you peel it. So I threw the peelings down here on my rubber WeatherTech type floor mats. I'll throw them away later when I stop. But the truck smells like an orange. It smells good. Rough road, really? Oh, it's going to be rougher? Oh boy. I can't wait. I'm going to slow this thing way down if it's that bad. I'm tired of those rough roads. What do you guys think about that view? Pretty amazing, huh? This is out of Wickenburg on 93 North, going directly towards I-40, west of Flagstaff. And we're going to come into Kingsman, which is where you make a little elbow turn to go to Vegas or continue on straight to Laughlin. And we're going to be on that Colorado River, the London Bridge, casino action, a Planet Fitness gym for me, laundry, and maybe a pay-for site for a few days, maybe a week. Depends on how inviting it looks. I'm very excited about the coming weather, 70s, cool evenings. If I do get the full hookup, if it was warm enough during the day, you know, and I needed to run the air conditioning, but what would I be in that bed for during the day? No reason. I might put the awning out, put my chairs out, give me a couple of cowboy steaks at Walmart, some prime rib burgers. Oh boy, I'm getting excited. Oh yeah. Now you guys are thinking that, hey, when are you going to stop? When are you going to do something? When I get here, when I get out, I have those limited amount of days to get back to that doctor. And it takes the best of a week to cross the country and another week to get back. So that only left me, and then I wasted 3 days around Jacksonville before I left. So that's why. Now I'm out here. There's not many more places I need to go on this trip. Laughlin was suggested to me. I met these people at the rest stop that talked about going there for a softball tournament. They were seniors. I don't know what it was about, either watching them or they play in them or something. But I went to Laughlin one time in my life. My ex-wife, actually, paid and took me. We had split up for a while, and I don't know whether she may have already had been there once with somebody else, because I don't know where she came up with that idea of going there and how she picked that place. But we went. We had a real nice room. I think it might have been in a casino. I mean, everything there is legal gambling, so it no doubt did. It was so many years ago, it's hard to remember. But I do remember the Colorado River. I think we rented a jet ski. And it was a pretty good time. That was the only time I've ever been there. And now here I am going back. But I was going to say a moment ago is meeting those people when I made breakfast that morning at the rest stop that are going there. And then John, my co-pilot, that told me about the weather. This guy is amazing. John, you are amazing. He listens to all my videos. He picks my brain. He knows where I'm going and where I might go, and sends me these emails of the weather, places to stay, things to do, and everything. It's just always make sure he lets me know where Walmarts and Planet Fitness are. He always does that. I mean, John, you've been amazing. You have really been amazing. I'd like to buy you a cup of coffee or even a dinner. "55 miles an hour. Let's slow it down. Here's a little town here. It's called Wikiyup or Wikiyup. W-I-K-I-E-U-P. Isn't that a strange name? Hey, rough road. Oh, you must have paved it and didn't take the sign down. Uh-oh, bump. Slow down. I don't like bumps. Where's the bump? Right here. That's where the pavement ends and gets to the new road. Yeah, I'm glad it didn't hit that fast. Now it says rough road. Well, folks, I've only been sitting here yammering just so you can hear me, but mainly, no, really, to see the scenery. I just don't want you to miss it. Do I need gas yet? I've only used a quarter tank plus, a little bit. Let's see how much gas costs through here. I'm not buying any. Wish there was a Walmart or something and I'd pick up a little bit of lunch meat or something, make myself a sandwich. You see that? Wiki up. What's Wiki up about, John? John will send me the Wikipedia. Oh my gosh, are my eyes deceiving me? No way! 509, 443. Diesel is cheaper than gas. 589, $6? Oh no, you're kidding. Well, just think about how much it costs for probably them truckers to bring it out here, right? Thank goodness. I've got enough. You don't want to pass one, though. This guy's so embarrassed, he don't even put his price out there. Neither that guy. $6 a gallon. I've seen it all. The highest I've ever seen gas in my life, I was on my Harley. It only holds like 4 or 5 gallons of gas. I was on Big Sur, and it was $5. And I thought, dang, gonna cost me 20 bucks or more to fill up this Harley. I was complaining. And now look, if I had to buy 38 gallons. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this video so I can check my GPS to make sure I-40 isn't more than the distance I got left for fuel. So we'll talk to you again soon. Crush it!